Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it.
So let's start off with my favorite team, ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco 49ers. Brock got the start and he looked horrible. He went 2 for 6 for 11 yards. And I'm a very optimistic person. But I also believe that you do not put your starting quarterback out there without remnants of his weapons that he's actually going to be throwing to, without the guys that he's actually been practicing with on a daily basis in practice. You're putting him out there with players that he has no chemistry with. The reason why Brock looked the way that he looked last year in preseason was because he had gotten reps with Debo, Ayuk, and they were all playing in the preseason. The first year, if you guys recall, when Brock came in, he was playing with the threes. He looked really good with the threes. Why? Because he had timing and repetition down with those guys. The guys he played with yesterday, he didn't have anything like that down. That's why he was 2 for 6. And that's why Josh Dobbs looked better than Brock yesterday, because he's been getting those reps with those guys. So their timing, the way that they see the plays, all of that, they're in unison, something that Brock isn't with these guys. With that being said, the offensive line still concerns me, and I think we need to go and acquire another offensive lineman. Again, I gave you guys my take on who I think the Niners should pursue this offseason. I also think Dominic Purdy, although I think they're playing him at right guard, I think that he needs to be at right tackle. I think he's big enough, and I think he would be the perfect counterpart to Trent Williams on the left side. In college, he played right tackle. He never allowed a sack in over 700 snaps that he played in college. So I think Dominic Purdy should get a shot. No offense to McKivitz. I'd move McKivitz inside if they still want him to be a part of that starting unit. But I'm still very hesitant on the whole McKivitz being our starting right tackle, because that's clearly, without Trent Williams, we got an issue on the offensive line. Malik Mustafa looked amazing in my opinion. Again, he's developing. If Hoof isn't ready by week 1, I guarantee you it'll be Malik Mustafa and Jair Brown starting. But all signs are indicating that Hoof is almost fully ready to come back. I think they're going to start ramping up his practices, and we're going to hopefully see Hoof back by week 1. Dre has still got some ways to go. And also another thing, going back to the whole Brock Purdy situation, why is Kyle not calling the plays? I also do not like this laid back, chill approach that the Niners are taking this year, at least from my understanding from what I've seen from Kyle. He's very laid back this season. He's letting Clint Kubiak call the plays. I'm not opposed to it, but I hope this isn't something that's going to occur during the regular season, because I genuinely believe that the pairing of Brock and Kyle is what makes the whole team go as a unit. No offense to Kubiak, he's getting his opportunity. He deserves it. I hope it's just in the preseason. But again, I genuinely believe that in order to have the best success, we need to give Brock Purdy his weapons. We need to make sure that he's playing, not just going out there just to get reps for the sake of it. He needs to go out there with the people that he's actually going to be playing and his people he's going to actually be throwing to. I don't even think Chris Conley was out there. We saw Jacob Cowing. He had a decent showing. Not great, not phenomenal. He had a good showing. Caught a couple good balls. Speedy wide receiver. I like Jacob Cowing. You know why I believe he might be the best wide receiver taken in this draft. And I really hope that he gets an opportunity to showcase his talents with Brock and the first team offense at some point this season. Some other updates for the San Francisco 49ers. On Speak, Deshaun Jackson came out and said that he had spoken to Trent Williams and a deal might be looming, ladies and gentlemen. We could see him back soon, and hopefully that means whatever agreement the Niners needed to come to with Trent Williams will hopefully happen soon, so we can get him back out there on the field, hopefully practicing with the team and just in time for the first week of the regular season. I think it is crucial to get Trent Williams back, and I think it's also just as important to get Ayuk's deal signed, sealed, and delivered. From my understanding on the Ayuk deal, they're waiting to iron out some details with the ownership's approval, and then hopefully we can get some positive news on that end here soon.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.